Sanders. Shedeur said the vibe in the QB room is positive. Everybody's cool. Outside the room, people try to pit us against each other, but inside the room, we know we're one. We're all different characters. It's funny going in there and seeing Joe every day. It's fun to see him because I like, wow, I really mean Joe Flacco right now, we're on the same team. Then, of course, Kenny, the experience he's been in the league with these two is cool. And to see the process of it. And Deshaun, of course, he's active in there and he's all in the meeting, so it's cool talking to him. Why? So, yes, only one quarterback can play. We understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So, because only one quarterback, this isn't Hunger Games. I think that, people think, I think sometimes, Ocho, people try to pitch like it's a Hunger Games. Like you could have only one winner. Yes, there's only going to be one guy that's going to be able to play at a time. But I'm not trying to sabotage it. I'm going to go in there. Hopefully he can impart some wisdom. Joe Flacco's been at this thing a very, very long time. What is this, year 17, 18 for Joe?
Super Bowl winning quarterback at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be at least 17. I think 2009 was his rookie year. Okay. So this year 17. 18, okay. Yeah. So, hey, hopefully I can get some from Joe. Kenny Pickett's been in the league for a while. I don't know if I'm gonna get too much from him, but hey, let's see how it go. But
hey,
so what? So what is? I'm just trying to figure out what it's supposed to be. I understand, Ocho, when you in the wide receiver room.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all did. It wasn't a whole bunch of 3 wide. There was 2 wide receivers. Yeah, everybody wanted to play. I'm not trying to sabotage anybody so I can play in front of them. If you beat me out for the job, ain't gonna happen. But wish you the best.
Yeah, most definitely. And we know what the pecking order is going to be. We know what the pecking order is going to be based on what we saw from rookie camp after they got drafted. Listen, the eye test, it doesn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the eye test, when you've seen the quarterbacks that came in their rookie year, you already know who's the best. You already know who it is. So Flacco's going to be the starter. At some point, if Flacco's not playing well, Shedeur Sanders will step in and be the quarterback of the future.
Yeah.
That's just how it's going to go. It's how it always plays out. Every single time, just not in this situation, in any situation. Maybe this one is a little different because it is Shedeur. He was a 5th round pick. He's very, very well known, and his last name is Sanders. But these things like this happen all the time, and it all plays out the same way.
The cream always rises to the top. It never settles on the bottom. And if Shedeur is what he believes he is, and his supporters believe he is, when the opportunity presents himself, he'll get in there and he won't look back. Same thing would happen with Tom Brady. Tom Brady came as a 6th round draft pick. He didn't play his rookie year. Mm-hmm. And he was sitting the bench start of his sophomore year. Guy gets hurt, he goes in, and he doesn't look back. Lou Gehrig was not starting at first base. Wally Pipp was. And one day he had a headache. And guess what, Ocho? He never got back on first base again unless he was DHing. And I don't think they had the DH back then. So
yeah,
it happens. It's just when the opportunity presents itself. That's what luck is. You know what luck is? When preparation meets opportunity.
The opportunity, yeah. Yeah.
If you're prepared when the opportunity presents itself, doesn't matter whether it's in sports, whether it's in media. People ask Undisputed, well, how would you? Bro, I was just waiting for that opportunity. I was prepared. I was prepared a lifetime. Yeah. My knowledge of studying and going over stuff and watching sports very intently. You hear Cornbread say, man, damn, look how you breaking the game down. I wouldn't think you break it down like that. You're a Laker fan.
Right. Yeah.
But when you watch and you study, knowing that an opportunity is going to present itself. Because, people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan.
Right.
So all I'm doing is hoarding information, studying. Opportunity, it's going to come. It's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And when it does, be ready. We put this together, man. I think I can do my own thing. I can do this. I just need somebody to bounce some, hey, that's entertaining, can bounce stuff off of. Man, don't you what you think about this? Man, you gonna do it? I want to do it too.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the opportunity, A lot of times people get the opportunity. Ah, man, they messed over me. No, you weren't prepared. You weren't ready. You weren't ready. And so, hey, now you gotta don't when things don't happen, don't blame somebody else.
Yeah, I hate that.
What could you have done differently?
Yeah.
What could you have done better?
And you know what I also hate on is when people know a situation. People know a situation is bad and they always find an excuse instead of doing what they need to do, instead of doing what's necessary to fix said situation, but blame everything else going on around them. That hurts me. That hurts.
Because it's easier to blame someone else than to blame yourself. Because if I were to put that on me, Ocho, that means that something about me is wrong.
Right,
Who
yeah.
wants to admit that there's something wrong with them?
Yeah.
Accountability.
Yeah.
I'd be the first to raise my hand in situations. Hey, I put Shannon. Shannon's done this.
Yeah.
I'm big on accountability.
Same. If I fuck up, I'm gonna
you got to own. You have to own up to it. You have to. That's the only way to. And look, it happens. Don't beat yourself up about it too much. Hey, you're gonna go through those emotions. Like, damn, really? But then, hey, pick yourself up. God is good, and good and in bad. He's still God, in good and in bad. So we're gonna see what Shedeur. I just wanted to get in there, and when he gets his opportunity, take the most of it. Oh, Joe, a lot has been made about Sam Laporta's deep issue. The second-year quarterback has adjusted his stance and is keep his left foot forward before the snap. Ben Johnson said, "I've done it a number of ways in my time in the league, and really over the last few years. I kind of gravitated towards that. It's something that I feel pretty strongly about. He and I talked about it, the reason why we want to do it. I think it helps out certainly with the quick game from the gun, and it helps us being a little bit better of throwing posture for like a lot of other things that we're asking him to do." Ocho, do you like this? And do you expect big things from Caleb Williams in 2025?
I absolutely do expect big things from Caleb Williams, because understanding how good he is already, tremendous athleticism. He has a very strong arm, and he's a dual threat quarterback. With the addition of Ben Johnson and the creativity that he's able to bring to that offense, and what Caleb can do, I think it's going to be that much better for them offensively. I'm excited. I'm excited for him. The little twists and nuances that he's changing in Caleb's game is really interesting. Probably allowing Caleb to get to and drops a little faster, being able to process information a little faster, especially in the quick game. And I think it's going to help him in the long run. People that might not like Caleb Williams for personal reasons, based on what he likes to do and enjoy off the field, I think.
No, I think it's because of what he said. How and his dad said they didn't want to go to Chicago. I think people are still holding that against him.
Yeah, well, that just came out before they even came out. Just some of the things he did when he was at USC and some of the things, the painting the nails and all. They I mean, listen, just personal stuff like that outside of what just came out. I think they're gonna be all right. I think they're gonna be all right simply because of not only the supporting cast he has around him, but getting a coach, a winning coach like Ben Johnson there is gonna do wonders for him.
Hell, if it's gonna help us win more games, hell, I'll pay for him to get a painting. I'll pay for him to get a manicure.
Right.
All I'm trying to do is win games. I don't care about what somebody else do. They ain't got nothing to do with me, Ocho. Him painting his nail, painting his toenails. Yeah, he want to dye his hair pink, green, blue, have a blonde streak.
Hey.
I don't give a D. You're a football player. You're the quarterback of the team. Distribute the football.
That's it.
You will have more positive than negative, and we good. All that other stuff, man, I'm telling you, guys don't care. Guys want to win. So what somebody do in their spare time,
that's on them.
But them ain't my hands. Why I care?
You right.
Hey, just be a good teammate.
That's it.
Let's come in here. Hey,
it worked.
Where you from? What you did? Okay, that's why it's so hard to win a championship in football, because you got so many guys from so many different backgrounds, and you ask them to do one thing: come together and make a fabulous dish. That's what you're asking. But I think Caleb is going to do really well. They revamped his offensive line. They signed Joe Thuney. They got the guy from They got a guy from the center from the Falcons, I think. They got an offensive lineman from the Chargers. They've done a great job. You know, Roma Doomsday, DJ Moore. They got the tight end, drafted him first in the first round from Michigan, pairing with Cole Kmet. They got a nice running game. I think defensively they're going to be good. Offensively they're going to be much better. So with the offense being much better, I think you take some of the pressure off the defense. And sometimes the best way to help a defense that's not very good is to keep their ass off the field. The offense, you stay on the field for an extended period of time, and we don't let them get on the field because bad things happen when they get on the field. But I think Caleb Williams is going to be really, really good this year. I think Ben Johnson. Go ahead, Ocho.
I know I'm getting ready to say he's going to take a huge leap.
I think so too.
Huge leap, and going to surprise a lot of people. Every year there's always a team, and to me, I think the Bears might be that team. Every year the same teams are always in contention. Always in contention. Now I understand the division they play in, Packers. I understand
Packers,
that.
Lions, and the Vikes.
I understand that, but I think they're going to be that team that takes that leap this year that surprises everybody.
I think the thing is, Ocho, they're going to have to. In order for them to make the playoffs, you got the Lions, you got the Packers, you got the Vikes. The Lions lost 1 game, maybe 2 games. The Vikings lost 2 games, maybe 3 games. The Packers were 10-7. So you're looking to probably have to go 10-7, 11-6 just to make the playoffs. The Lions might take a step back, but from the offensive play calling situation, but I think they're going to be just as good. Are they 15? Are they going to be 15-2? Maybe not. Maybe not. But it's hard to see them stepping off a cliff and all of a sudden they win 15 games and drop down to 10. I think they get some of those guys on the defensive side back healthy. Offensively, they're still going to be able to put up points. Jameer Gibbs is special. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams.
That goddamn Brian Branch, boy. Hey, he is the real deal.
They got Joseph. Like I said, they just need to get some of those guys that was injured last year, get those guys back
healthy.
Get those guys back healthy.
Aiden Hutchinson is coming back.
Hutchinson, I just read, I think he's been cleared. He's a full